What's up, besties? Welcome back to Turning Tides Tarot. My name is Alishia. Thank you all so very much for joining me on the Almost Daily here. You guys are amazing. I just feel so freaking blessed to be able to be connecting with y'all and reading for y'all. Yeah, welcome in to everyone who's new here, and of course to all of our OG tribe members and all of our Good Vibe tribe members. Yeah, y'all are just so freaking incredible, and I'm just sending you so much love and so much gratitude just for being here with me. Anyways, I'm always a little bit like gushy, super grateful. So let's do the thing. We're gonna ring the sound bowl, call in spirit, and just kind of see what reading comes up. I don't really have any intention other than to bring you a message that you need to hear. Okay, and so I'll let spirit take a hold and see what comes up. Here we go. I'm gonna ring the sound bowl, call in spirit, and do the thing. Here we go. Okay, I'm calling on spirit with so much love and so much gratitude. I ask for divine guidance as I interpret these messages. May they help us all on our journey towards our highest and greatest good. I'm asking for love, joy, peace, abundance, and protection for myself, for you, and for all beings on the planet at this time. Thank you so much, Spirit. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Okay. First of all, I'm sure y'all noticed that sound bowl just freaking rang. Like, it was like, anyway, I do have the Ace of Cups that's flown out of the deck. So this is the energy of somebody being totally in love, right? Now, not just in romantic love, but usually it comes out when someone's in love, but also that their heart is just really full right now. Somebody's really happy. So let's see what unfolds here. Let's see what unfolds here. We have the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands represents Aries, Leo, Sag, masculine energy. But, it doesn't really have to be the sign. It's just really the characteristics here. The King of Wands is somebody who is extremely determined. I'll tell you that. They're fiery, they're passionate, they're charming, they're magnetic. They're the kind of person that can walk into a room and everybody looks at them. They really command a space and they're super confident and very sexy. Okay. So we have this King of Wands who is feeling the love, feeling the fire, feeling the passion, okay? Oh, they're also very strategic, and there's nothing that can get in the way between a King of Wands and what they want, all right? They want it that way, they're going to get it that way, right? That's the way of the King of Wands. All right, so let me go ahead and see what the King of Wands wants, or who the King of Wands wants. Let's be real. Who does this King of Wands want? Oh, what, they don't know? Sorry. Let me see here. We have the Two of Pentacles that usually is, wow, okay. That usually is talking about a decision that's needing to be made, or it could be talking about balancing something, or putting something right, making a choice. Okay, let me see. What is this? What does the King of Wands want? Oh my goodness. Well, how does this make any sense? We have the Ace of Cups. This makes no sense to me because this doesn't make sense. Okay, I gotta get this to make sense, because look at what I see here. I've got the King of Wands, completely in love, head over heels in love, very determined, right? Very like, nothing's gonna stop me now kind of an energy. I'm in love, nothing's gonna stop me. And then all of a sudden they make a decision to be alone. What happened here in between? This is what I want to know. What is this energy? This doesn't make any sense. The King of Wands is in love, but they make a choice to pull back. What on earth is happening? Okay, Spirit, make this make sense. What happened? What happened in between? What happened in between? Because there is a big chunk missing. Like I said, there's this energy of being totally in love, completely determined. I want what I want, and I'm going to get what I want. We have strength. They're holding back. What happened here to make this King of Wands hold back and decide to pull back and pull away out of nowhere? I'm getting like this person, like this King of Wands, they totally withdrew their energy. Okay. Now the Hermit's not necessarily a bad thing, but it is absolutely the opposite energy of what I see going on internally within this person. Okay. So this person's all fired up, they're in love, it's go, go, go. Then all of a sudden, boom, they make a decision to completely pull back their energy, keep their energy to themselves, maybe even go silent, maybe head off into the freaking woods for a week, or maybe they just, it's almost like they disappeared off the face of the earth. And I'm feeling the energy of like, what the hell just happened? Maybe that's you, you know, and I'm not laughing at you because this would be very confusing and very irritating and very just we'll just stick with confusing because it's like, what the hell just happened here? Where did they go? They were really gung-ho. They were really all about this connection. They were really all about you. And then boom, they just disappeared out of nowhere. Why are they holding back? Why did they decide to hold back, Spirit? Why do they have strength here? Why did they decide to hold back from going after what it is they want? Usually, like I said, nothing can really stop a King of Wands when they're determined. So what happened? Why are they holding back? Why are they holding back here? Temperance? Oh. Still weird. But oh, okay. So remember how intensely that, like, okay, I'm sorry about the glare, y'all. It happens when I read in the evening. So I read these in the evening and then they get posted to our Good Vibe Tribe over at Buy Me a Coffee, our membership. They see it first and then it comes to YouTube in the morning. Okay, so I do record these at night usually. Listen, this, and I get a lot of glare, so that's what happens. Okay, we have the Five of Wands. Okay, so normally nothing gets in the way of the King of Wands. And remember how intensely we were picking up on that love energy? Like, oh my God, I'm totally in love. I'm so fired up. I'm so attracted to you. I can't get enough of you. I'm consumed with my love for you. And then boom, ghosting, or boom, just disappeared. Boom, holding back, not doing anything. Temperance showing me is that they're trying to calm their jets. Like they are pumping the brakes on this relationship, or they've pumped the brakes on this connection because of how intensely they feel. Okay. I don't know why I'm getting that it's extremely uncomfortable for them. Not only that, but I feel like they're torn internally. It's causing some upset within them. Okay. Whenever I see the Five of Wands, it can, well, fives talk about change. But sometimes it can be like, it really depends on the deck for me as a reader. I get a lot of gossip with this one. You see all these witches standing around the cauldron, maybe having little arguments. Sometimes this can speak to two different sides of ourselves needing to come into balance, which I see here within Temperance. I feel like this King of Wands is going through this internal struggle right now. So maybe it's not necessarily a bad thing that they have gone within with the Hermit energy to check in with themselves to see what they really want or to see how they're going to proceed with this. But I'll tell you one thing, the intensity of this person's feelings towards you has completely scared the hell out of them. It scared the hell out of them. And they've pulled back. Okay. They're trying to check themselves before they wreck themselves in their own mind. Okay. Because I don't think there's ever been anyone in this person's world who has inspired them so much or caused them to feel such intense emotion like ever. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I guess if this is like, if you have recently, like, you know, if you were dealing with somebody and it was going really awesome and then all of a sudden, boom, they just ghosted out of nowhere, this would probably be a reading for you, because that's like where it doesn't make sense. You know, it just really doesn't make sense to you. And it's like it happened out of nowhere. Like, what the fuck even just happened here? Okay. Yeah, it makes zero sense, you know, from someone looking, yeah, on the outside looking in. So tell me what is going on here, please, with this King of Wands. Three of Cups. Why though? So the Three of Cups, oh, Knight of Wands and the Seven of Wands. Oh, okay. Okay, listen, this King of Wands, okay. I feel like in their younger years, I do feel like they were definitely the player type. I got to be real with you. They were the kind of person that was here for a good time, not a long time. But they have obviously matured. They're showing up as the king now. But I do feel like they've still kind of, I feel like this person's kind of still trying to hold on to their youth or hold on to that feeling of, everybody wants me, or I feel like they've got somewhat of an inflated ego. I got to be honest with you, okay? Because the King of Wands is really used to being the center of attention, and they're used to having all eyes on them and being really charming and getting a lot of attention. Now, they're not used to being the ones that are like, in like I feel like they're just like freaking like I don't know the right word, enamored, in awe of you, or it's like you hit so different. Like, I don't feel like they've ever felt this way for anyone before, like head over heels, like for the real meaning. Like it makes them feel stupid. It's like they trip over their words or they drop things or they're clumsy and they're no longer smooth. I feel like they're kind of like they come off a little bit as like a buffoon, when you're around, okay, or when they're close to you. Now, I don't know if they're really good at hiding it. I don't know if you have seen this before. Maybe you found it to be cute or endearing or like, oh, that's cute. Like, I can tell how nervous, this person gets around me. Um, but I'll tell you what's going on with them is they're really trying to like, and I can't really put a judgment on it. It is what it is. Okay. I'm just delivering what's here. It's almost like they're regressing in a way. You know what it gives? It gives the energy of like, okay, somebody's about to get married. I'm just going to put a situation out there so that you can pick up on the energy or the feeling that I'm picking up on. It's like somebody's about to enter into a huge commitment. I'm about to get married, right? And then you get those cold feet. And then you're like, okay, I gotta get a bachelor party. This is my last single days, or and the person starts freaking out, and maybe overindulging or wanting to spend time with their single friends, and like, just kind of panicking about losing that sense of freedom or that sense that feeling that they're a desirable person to many, like again a little bit of an inflated ego here, but again, this is their background. Okay, they are used to being pursued, or at least they're used to having many options. Okay, again, I do feel like this is a very attractive individual, and maybe not even conventionally attractive, but their energy is magnetic. Okay, and then maybe they're really funny. Again, they just really always are the center of attention no matter where they go. All right, they're very charismatic. They got the riz, as our little Gen Zs would say. And I shouldn't say little because they're getting old too. Um, it's happening. Or maybe that's the Gen Alpha. I don't know. My son's Gen Alpha and he's a little Rizzler, he says. And I'm like, dude, you're 7. Okay. But yeah, so side note, going back to it, it's like I still got the riz. Like I can't be, if I'm the rizzler, I can't be this like enamored with someone. I gotta pump the brakes. I've gotta keep myself in check. I gotta play it cool. I gotta take some space. I've gotta run away. Tuck and run. That's what it's giving, right? It's giving that energy of I've never felt this way before. I don't know what to do with this. Okay. And so I gotta pump the brakes because they were at this point where they were feeling so passionate about you and so intensely for you. Again, like they've never felt for anyone else, that they just like literally froze and panicked and pulled back because, they have all this other stuff going on. I feel like right now they're I don't want to say that they're necessarily going out overindulging, partying, trying to relive their glory days, because this is kind of what it gives. Like, I'm still young, I'm still hot, I'm still cool, I'm still, It's also giving somebody who's aging a little bit, not gonna lie, all right? And I'm not saying they're losing their attractiveness or they're losing their charm. It's just it's an ego thing. This person is definitely going through some kind of like midlife crisis, okay? Or maybe, you know, quarter life or three-quarter life crisis. I don't know. It seems like one of those moments that this person's having, like where they're realizing that they're not as young as they once were. Okay. And they're going through their little crisis. Okay. Now with the Hermit energy, again, I gotta tell you, I feel like they might be reliving or trying to relive their glory days a little bit here, to see maybe if they've still got it, or I don't know. Because it feels like, it's like they don't want to be seen as someone, and this is kind of dumb, I'm going to be honest with you. They don't want to be seen as somebody who has lost their edge or who has lost that, I don't know. It's like they don't want to feel like they've lost that ability to be that person. Again, this person's having a hard time with their age. Okay, let's just put it that way, right? They're getting older. They're not the same. Things aren't the same. They're the oldest one in the room now, or that kind of an energy, right? Like they're still maybe hanging out with people who are younger than them. Maybe they've always just been a little bit immature. Gotta be honest with you. Okay, I don't feel like they're a bad person, but they're panicking, right? They're panicking, and it is all about them. It's really not about you. Because when they think about you, all they want to do is rush towards you. You're the one that I want. I didn't think that I would ever just want one person. What's going on with me? This isn't who I am, so it's an internal struggle that's going on with this person. And that is where they've been and what's going on with them and why they pump the brakes out of nowhere. Okay. So it wasn't anything that you did. All right. I do feel, however, that because the Hermit energy is here, they aren't actually going out and doing all this stuff. They may be trying to, or thinking about it, or trying to relive the glory days in some type of way. Maybe that's just in their mind. But yeah, it's an internal struggle that they're going through. Okay, I don't want to laugh at it, but I feel like they shot themselves in the foot by pumping the brakes like this to go ahead and, it is what it is, right? It feels a little self-sabotagey to me, like if I'm being real here. But yeah, we have Temperance. So with the Hermit, they are spending actually a lot of time alone. They're not actually going out and reliving their glory days. I keep hearing. I don't know why glory days is coming up. Hold on one second. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm just going to try to move on with this from this glory days thing. If you've wanted to know what happened, like I said, if somebody just like was full on go time and then all of a sudden it was like freaking crickets, like this is what was going on with this person. They started to panic. They got cold feet. All right. They definitely got cold feet. And the only reason why they got cold feet was because you make them feel like a natural woman. No, because you make this person feel like very intense. Okay. You make them feel that's a statement, right? You make them feel feelings that they've never felt before. And they are so intense that, it scared the living hell out of them. Honestly, it really did. Okay. So what are they figuring out? Because this is the internal struggle. This is what they've been going through. This is why they went absolutely like freaking, it was like they dropped off of the face of the earth. So with the Hermit energy, they go and they figure the things out. They gain some wisdom. They check in with themselves. They figure out, what they're going to do about it next, right? And that's kind of what I want clarification on, the decision that needs to be made here that they're trying to make. Obviously, it's whether or not they're going to continue on or if they're going to go backwards or regress. If they choose this path, I don't feel like it's going to be I don't feel like it's going to work out because, again, I feel like they've aged out. I just heard they've aged out. Okay, so this could be And we've had a couple of these readings come up, like the washed up player energy. Okay, that trope. I don't know if we created that here or it is what it is, but the washed up player trope, it is. It's kind of giving that energy, like it's not going to work out for them. They've aged out of the system. They've aged out of the system. Okay, so what are they trying to figure out here in this hermit mode? And we'll get to you in a minute, like where you come in, how you feel about them, what's going on with you in a second, because I feel like that is going to really, yeah, I feel like it's good to know, okay, with how you feel about them. You can always let me know in the comments or, you know, give me a like here if you feel like this is, you know who I'm talking about, right? If you know who I'm talking about, give me that good old thumbs up, all right? Just to let me know that, yeah, you know who this is. Okay. All right. So the Two of Pentacles, the Hermit, what are they figuring out, please, Spirit? What are they figuring out? Well, we have the Page of Pentacles, whether or not they're going to offer something solid, whether or not they're going to try to get into something committed, long-term, stable, right? That's the Pentacles energy. We have the Five of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Well, let me tell you one thing. It is not lost on them what they've done, okay? It really isn't. They do realize the effect of their actions, the effect that they have had on you as they've just kind of dropped off the face of the planet, okay? And I'll tell you why I know, because we have the Nine of Swords and the Five of Swords here, and that tells me that they have a lot of regrets and there's a lot of fear and anxiety over, you know, what have I done kind of an energy, right? And so as they're in this hermit mode, they're spending time on their own, maybe figuring out that they are indeed the washed up player trope. Okay, not saying that you want that. I don't know if you do or not. Like, it really just depends on who this person is for you, and how you feel. We'll get to that in a second, but they are very, there's a lot of sleepless nights here over what was said, what they didn't say, what decisions they made. They definitely feel like they made a pretty, I gotta be honest with you, with the Five of Swords, Nine of Swords, they're not happy with what they've done, okay? And they know it wasn't right. They know it was not okay. And I feel like they are losing a lot of sleep because it basically is like, you know, their old ways kind of won out on them. It seems like their old habits, their old ways. Like this person, I gotta be real. If I saw this person face to face, I'd be like, just, you need to grow up. That's what I would say to them. And maybe that's something that you have said to them. Yeah, they know it. You know it. Everyone knows. Okay, it's time. Like, yeah, it's time to grow up. Anyways, yeah, so there's a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, a lot of sleepless nights, and a lot of regret, all right, over, you know, what they did, basically, okay, because they obviously feel like they lost their chance with you, with what they did. I want to know how you feel, please. How does our collective feel? Seven of Cups. Well, first of all, there's confusion. You were really confused. I feel like you really fell for this person as well, okay? You really fell for them too. And the way that they just did this disconnecting, it was very confusing. It was very hurtful. And I feel like you're the one now with all the options around you, okay? So you're the one, you know, in charge. You're the one with all the power. You're the one, you know, you probably have many options around you, okay? And you're choosing love. Okay, you're always choosing love in this deck. I love it. You can always see it. I go with my heart. I go with my gut, right? I choose to go with my heart at all times. It's the most important thing, right? But they've obviously caused some damage here. Okay, so how do you feel? It caused a lot of confusion for you. We have the Page of Wands. How you feel is like, okay, you would just want them to reach out. You just want them to reach out or to communicate with you. You would have rather, obviously, that they talk to you instead of just like, I feel like they ignored your messages too. Like, that's even worse, right? And they know it. You feel like they ignored you. I feel like they really shot themselves in the foot here and they broke your heart. Three of Swords. Yeah. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. I love seeing this for you right now because let me tell you something. This person broke your dang heart by what they did here. And I feel like you were very open. I feel like you were very giving. I feel like maybe you didn't know about this person's past or this ego thing, or, I feel like you feel like you were taken for a freaking ride here, or maybe even used because all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they seemed like when they seemed so gung ho, and then all of a sudden they drop off the face of the earth with no explanation, to go through their little freaking midlife crisis that, first of all, like I said, had nothing to do with you. It still made you feel some type of way. I mean, and then they, instead of communicating openly and clearly about what they were experiencing, and saying like, hey, maybe I need to pump the brakes for a minute here. Like, this is going really fast and it's really intense. I just need a little bit of time to myself to think about things before we move forward, or it's getting pretty, I mean, that would be what a grown ass adult or a mature adult would say in a mature adult relationship. Instead of just freaking ghosting, it's like, can we please have open and honest communication here? Because that's all it would really take. Like, I'm a very loving, understanding person. I can tell that you get nervous around me. I can tell how you feel about me. I know that I rattle your cage a little bit, and it is pretty intense because maybe you felt the same way too, right? But that doesn't mean like the ignoring is what hurt the most. It's like pretending like you don't even exist. Like, what? Yeah. Okay. Why do I love this for you? Because you have gotten yourself back to a place where you're feeling really good. Okay. Did this person break your heart? Absolutely. But right now you're sitting pretty. Okay. This is the Nine of Pentacles. You are, you're single, right? You're single, you're open, you're ready. You have been really putting all the love, time, energy, attention, everything onto yourself. You have everything you need. You're good on your own. So I feel like you're at a really peaceful moment in your world. And it's like, you're not really looking for any kind of drama or anyone who's not serious or this in and out or this washed up player trope, someone who doesn't know what they want. You're just not into it, right? And I feel like you're not going to give anyone the time of day who doesn't, step to you correctly, right? And I mean, that's just that energy that you're in. It's like, I don't need anyone. Like, I'm good on my own. So you better bring some kind of value into my life, or I'm not even going to like look up from this book I'm reading. Like, look, I'm cozy, I'm good, So I feel like that's where you are. I feel like that's where you are with this whole thing. And I'm running out of space here, so I'm just going to pop that right here. And then I'm going to see, I was about to ask what their action was going to be, if they were going to actually take any action towards you, and why this reading is even coming up. And I'm not surprised to see the Knight of Cups here because you could be, this person could be popping up for you lately a lot, maybe in readings. Maybe you're seeing their name or hearing special songs or being reminded about them, a lot more lately. And especially around the holiday season, I feel like they're coming through to make a comeback and give you some sort of an apology. Okay. They know what they've done. Okay. And they owe you an apology. And I do feel like, look at that. There's what's this? Yeah. The 10 of Cups and the Empress. They want to, oh, wow. The audacity. I'm getting a little bit of the audacity. Okay. Because what I'm getting here is that they want to go from this King of Swords kind of cold, turned off, emotionless. That's the last time you talk to them. They've pretty much maybe even ignored your existence. Okay. They've ghosted. They're gone. And they want to pop back into your world with an I'm sorry. Can we pick up where we left off? You're actually the person of my dreams. Like, I see you as being the one I want to settle down with, and you're the complete package, right? So I don't know how you're going to really feel about that. But again, I know you're in the energy of you better add some kind of value to my world. And I don't know if you're even willing to talk to them again. Some of you are, some of you aren't. This is a general reading still. Everyone doesn't feel the same way, and no shade either which way. But I do feel like they're going to be making a comeback, whether you want them to or not, right? They're coming back in with an apology. And whether you need their apology to have moved on, or to get yourself back to this place where you're feeling really good about yourself and where you are in life, um, it would still feel nice. I still feel like this person definitely owes you an apology. But of course you didn't really need it, but it's going to be at least nice to get that apology and know, and that, validation that, yeah, like that was unfair. That wasn't cool. That wasn't right. What you did was not okay. And so you're going to have that moment, at least that like little like vindication, I suppose. But yeah, where you take it from there, or what you will allow to happen from there, is going to be different for all of you. I will take this into an extended because I feel like, I'm just nosy AF. And I want to know, like, what they're gonna have to say to you. I want to know what they're thinking about you now. What they, because they were so in love with you, and like, you made them feel so. You made them feel okay. You made them feel, and it's just something that just so different. You're just so different than everyone else they've ever dealt with. And, they're really kicking themselves now. So anyway, we're going to explore what they're thinking, how they're feeling, what are their intentions? Like, are they going to, if you allow this person back into your world, are they just going to disappear again? Like, is this a pattern? Are they serious about you, or wanting to settle down, or, what are they going to bring to the table? Right? Like, we're just going to dive a lot deeper. So I'll drop a little preview in the comments below. Or no, at the end of the video. The link will be in the comments below. And I'm really distracted because I keep forgetting we're almost at the end of the month, y'all. And I'm excited because I will be giving away this awesome deck, the Wee Moon Tarot. Okay, I'll be giving this away to someone. We'll do a draw for folks who have tuned in and donated that energy exchange here for the channel for the extended. So someone's going to be the winner chicken dinner for this deck. Okay, and I'm super pumped. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that's it. Again, if you're new here, yeah, it would be awesome to have you come be a part of our tribe. We're doing readings a lot. We do readings a lot. It's hard for me to commit because sometimes they're every day and sometimes they're every other day, and I just try to get as many out as possible. How about we put it that way? Yeah, so I'm sending you lots of love. Thank you for being here. I hope you all have a very blessed day. I'll see you in the extended, or I will see you in the next reading, my loves. Take care, and thank you so much for everything you do for myself, the channel, and one another. Take care. Take care. Take care. Bye, my loves. Welcome to the extended. I'm going to take a minute and clear this in just a second, but I actually forgot that I wanted to take one of these direct messages for everyone. So I'm putting this here in the preview, okay? I really wanted to take one of these direct messages and see what they're going to have to say to you right off the bat, okay? Like, because they're definitely making a comeback, okay? So what is it here? What do they want to say? Love is dangerous. Love is dangerous. Okay. And I feel like you were the most dangerous love of all for them, because again, you made them feel in ways in which they've never felt before. Okay. You made them feel. And that is the complete sentence. You made them feel so much. Okay. You deserve better. Yeah. They're gonna admit that you not only do you deserve better, you deserve better, right, than what they did to you. Okay, so that's part of their, you didn't deserve this. Okay, you did not deserve this. It wasn't about you. And look, I'm terrified of this intense connection, and that's exactly what this is here. And here at the bottom of the deck we have, I just had to learn the hard way. I just had to learn the hard way. So I mean, this is what it is. At least they're coming in and they're taking this full accountability, which is something that we want to see, which also shows us a little bit of a maturation that has taken place, or at least like they're coming through to admit what they did was wrong. Okay. Now I am just going to pause it. I'm going to clear the space because it's just too messy for me to keep going. And we'll continue on with the extended in a minute. She said she don't love me,
I drew the card that wasn't in the deck. The card my finger touched, think I got my wish. You know for sure when it's all done, she said she was a beautiful wish.